Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dropout podcast. This is the first episode. We did film one last week, but this is the new one.
Yeah.
So basically, this is going to be a podcast where we just talk about pretty much anything.
Yeah.
I think we don't really have like a set like
idea
of what this is. It's just gonna be talking about like YouTube and music and like just
everything.
life shit.
Yeah,
to be honest,
basically.
like anything really, just pretty much anything.
Yeah.
We're recording this room in like a really boofy room.
Yeah.
There's also, can they see the? Oh, they can see the.
So the ironing board, yes. Yeah. Other way. Oh, the ironing board's there. Yeah. But we're in my spare middle room.
Spare middle room.
And there's
just
clothes
shit everywhere. There's baskets.
There's shit everywhere. Really?
Not shit. Not literal.
I was gonna say. No,
But so pretty much we're gonna get into it. We're just gonna talk about ourselves first. Like it will be much better as the time goes on. The more we do, it'll be so much better.
Just be interesting.
Right now we're very new to it.
Yep.
Theo hasn't done anything in terms of like in front of even something in front of camera, but not like YouTube or like Twitch stuff. Whereas I have, and he's done more of like.
I haven't spoken on camera ever.
You've never spoken on camera?
Not really. Like not to a degree of like where there's like a clip of me talking. There's just me dancing.
Just you dancing.
Yeah, and like acting in like between like a video or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Other than that, never spoken on camera.
So it's like I was thinking earlier, and the reason why I wanted to do a podcast with you and specifically you is because we like the same shit, but we come from different like.
Oh yeah,
Completely
completely
different like worlds. Like in terms of like I did Twitch and YouTube, you did like
I was just doing dance.
He was dancing and doing that part of creativity.
Yeah.
So it's like it's cool to see. I get to see like the more actual physical like actual side of it,
and
whereas you get to see something like small like
exactly.
sit
So
down.
like we've like well, that's how we became friends, really, wasn't it? It was about like finding out that we liked the same music, liked the same YouTubers, and liked a lot of the same music. Like I said,
we
like,
knew a lot of the same YouTubers.
We clicked a lot. Very quickly,
and that's very hard to find where we're from. Too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's very hard because we're from.
But it's still seen as quite a weird thing if you watch YouTube. Do you know what I mean? In Swansea.
In Swansea?
I'd say as a whole. Yeah, come on.
There's a lot of older people in Swansea.
Exactly.
You think so?
Yeah, there's a lot of older people. There's a lot of young people. But I mean, people say like, "Oh, I watched this TV show. I watched this and I watched that." No one like talks about like, "Oh, I watched this YouTuber."
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because it sounds like it's still, in my opinion, it's still seen as quite immature.
When I was in Toronto, actually, whenever I wore my David Dobrik pants, like sweatpants. Yeah, people did look. So it's like it's entirely different in terms of like media. Yeah. It's entirely different.
Because the other day, like I always find it weird, like in Swansea especially, like in Cardiff, not so much as much, but in Swansea especially, if I see like a YouTube, like somebody wearing YouTube like merchandise, I always go like, oh, okay. Like yesterday, I saw someone watching.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, not even just YouTube, but like artists too. Like whenever in Toronto, whenever I saw like a handful of people with a Logic merch. Yeah, and I never went up to them, but I always thought in my head like I want to go to them and be like, yo, rap.
I get
it's
like
cool.
But in Toronto, did you see a lot more of that? Did you see a lot more people wearing?
Weibo.
Really?
Oh, Weibo. Astroworld, bro, hoodies all the time. Toronto girls, they wear Astroworld hoodies all the time.
Right.
And I don't know why.
Fair enough.
And that's like their fashion sense, Astroworld.
No. Right, but anyway, getting back to it.
We rambled, but that's the point. So this is it. This is the like kind of intro thing. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm Liam. This is Theo.
Yep.
I don't even know if you've said names, bro.
No.
This is Theo. I've known you for 3 years.
Yeah. Well, no. I 2000.
Or is it 4? No, 3.
3 years.
3 years. Yeah.
3 years.
And basically, this is going to be our podcast. I think we wanted to both do a podcast for a long time,
but we didn't. Up until the other day when we tried to film it, like, other than that, we'd never spoken about doing a podcast to each other. Like, I've always thought about doing it, and you've said to me you've always
there was that time when we filmed a conversation on your phone.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember
you
that.
always tell me like you want to do a podcast, and I was just like, yeah, I want to do a podcast too, but I just don't have.
We didn't really think. We didn't take it seriously.
We didn't take it too seriously.
No, like the idea.
And if I wanted to do a podcast, I'd want it to do like in a camera as well.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Well, it's a different media, isn't it? For that?
Because that's where I'm from.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's like that's why I wanted to do that.
But Liam, Theo, Dropout podcast, and what is the date today? My phone.
It's the 11th of November.
Oh yes, it's the 11th. I had 2 minutes silence in work today.
Did you actually?
Yes. there's always the awkward time when you hear someone like on behind me, like on a call still.
Yeah,
that's very uncomfortable. Because you can't tell them to be quiet really... because they're talking to a customer, but there is a 2-minute silence. But yeah,
it's the alert. Sorry, mate. Keep knocking.
I'm sorry. I'll put it down.
What is that on your hand?
It was a reference in work.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was like a hand tattoo.
No, I didn't get a hand tattoo. No.
Yes, 11th. And where.
Well, we came on with the idea about speaking about KSI
and Logan Paul, yeah, because that's like the most trending thing.
Yeah, well, it's the biggest thing.
It's the biggest thing, which means this needs to be up soon because otherwise it's gonna fall off relevancy.
Yeah, we'll put this up like
tomorrow.
Yeah, can you do it tomorrow?
I can do this tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Well, that sounds good to me.
I can do this tomorrow. This will be up tomorrow, so this will be on the 12th.
Yeah, be out on the 12th.
And then we're also gonna film a React video.
Yes, we'll do that as well.
Bang that out.
Yeah,
that'll be out. Oh,
that'll clash.
Okay,
we'll talk about dates then. Yeah. Well,
so this will be out. We don't know when this will be out actually. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, but we came on with the idea about talking about KSI
and Logan Paul. Yeah.
So,
KSI obviously
won,
bro. Yeah. He won, and people are saying the thing is, people are saying, like Logan is saying shit like he doesn't feel like he lost.
Yeah, but it's like for me, like getting to watch the fight and watching the highlights, like. In the first round, it was really, really uncomfortable. Bearing in mind now, they've been training for months. They've been doing this. They've been doing that, and everything. You've seen the sparring footage. You've seen this. You've seen a lot of them doing a lot of boxing, and they were still getting told by the referee, "I'm gonna call this fight if you guys stop. If you carry on clinching." That's in the first. It was in the first minute of the first round.
It was really wild. Like it was wild fighting, and it's upsetting to see that sometimes when it's just like how hard they say they big them up to be the best of the best, and like that how they're gonna destroy the other opponent. But it was
because like the thing is like you get to like the modern influence in like boxing and MMA and a lot of sports nowadays in like those type of sports is the idea of a Conor McGregor where he predicts what round he's gonna knock them out in. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that, and I feel like they were doing that, but as they aren't professional. They are professional fighters. But they're professional fighters due to them doing it on YouTube and not going through 15 years of training. I'm not knocking them, but their style of boxing, like, it's
very new.
KSI.
They're very young.
KSI, his technique should be better than what it was, in my opinion.
It's like when he goes into the ring, he loses all of his technique.
Yeah, but I don't understand how, though.
I know, because after all that time...
After all the training sessions you've done, you should be able to throw a hook without having to loop it over.
You know what Jeff Mayweather was saying?
What?
He said in like a post-interview thing on YouTube that I saw, like a YouTube boxing channel interviewed him, and he said something like, he wished... He's proud. He didn't seem that proud, but he said that he was proud of the result.
Yeah.
Or I think the word was proud or something like that. But what he wished that KSI would have done is been more defensive.
Yeah.
And put his arms up.
That's the thing. That's what the Mayweather team are all about. They're all about defense.
Yeah.
Like Floyd Mayweather, best defense. One of the best boxers of all time, but one of the best defensive boxers you'll ever see in the world. So for them to come out and say that publicly is not a surprise, in my opinion, because he should have been more defensive. And obviously, like, with the result, it's good for the UK, because obviously we're from the UK, and it's a dominant thing. It's
so good.
But the thing is that they, like I said, they should have been, like, in my opinion, they should have been much better. And they shouldn't have been clinching up and doing all of that when they've been training like that long. Because, in my opinion, KSI did win the fight, because... Yeah. He was more the aggressor in the fight.
Oh yeah.
He pushed a lot more.
Hell, yeah.
He did land some good shots. He did land some good shots, and the body shots were there for him. Logan was throwing his jab back as everyone was expecting him to, but he was doing really well with that. And he's very lengthy.
His reach is mad.
As much as KSI likes to say about it doesn't matter about how muscular and if you've got a six pack and all that and everything like that, KSI had that as well.
He's smaller than Logan.
He was 6 pounds smaller than him, which is
in terms of height as well.
Oh yeah, in terms of height, yeah, he is smaller than him. But he was like, it doesn't matter about a six pack. Yeah, but Logan Paul knows how to use it. Yeah. Like, in the first fight, he gassed out after 2 rounds. But if within those first 2 rounds, you saw a very good amateur boxer. He was a very good amateur boxer. He was, yeah. Because KSI didn't have a clue. In the
draw now.
In the first fight.
He was also mocking and taunting.
He was, and
he was very confident.
Yeah, exactly, which is very interesting. And that's why I knew that Logan Paul was going to be able to fight. And that's why KSI knew as well, in my opinion. But throughout the whole of the fight, I did think KSI won. Like, and I'm not being biased, but he did win.
He did win.
The knockdown counted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't care what anybody says.
Wait, which side? Which side? Logan's KSI.
From Logan going down.
Oh right.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was a very clear.
He said he slipped.
Yeah, no, not at all. It was very embarrassing afterwards as well.
Oh, when he was speaking
like,
on the camera, the microphone,
and I was like, mate, come on now, you did. I know you went down.
I wish he would just take it.
It was the same. Yeah. It was the same in the UFC when Alistair Overeem. You don't watch UFC much.
No,
you don't watch UFC at all.
I don't watch UFC.
Alistair Overeem thought he felt a tap from Stipe Miocic in their fight,
right?
And he was like, I very clearly felt a tap, and then they played it back. Not a tap in sight. Like, not a tap in sight. And everyone was like... And even Joe Rogan was like, oh, that was uncomfortable, because he knew that he didn't tap or anything like that. But in my opinion, even the USA side of things know he won that fight. And I think Logan knows he won that fight. Yeah. I think Logan has to come out and save face. But, before we even carry on, because we have to talk about the build-up, and I really enjoyed the build-up.
The build-up was okay. I liked the build-up. I thought that the build-up to the first fight was much better.
Did you?
Yeah.
But that was because it was more YouTube heavily based, because it was all a YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. Which I liked, but I prefer a boxing approach. Okay. And it doesn't have to be and I don't like the wigs, and I was like that. Like in that bit I was like because they had gotten so much attention from the boxing side of things, because that's what it comes down to now, is YouTube and boxing kind of just went like that. We haven't seen a massive, except from TV shows or like films, you don't see much of a heavily influence between cross sort of genres of, because it's boxing and YouTube, and then they went together as one. Do you get me?
Yeah, I understand.
Because with films, that's what they are. They're small little films that people make and put them on to a website.
Like
do you know what I mean?
YouTube videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was it was nice to see that first crossover of like another world coming into YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Because I said, with the build up, like for this one, I much preferred it. Because it was heavily boxing influence. Exactly. It was more professional. But I will talk about, we have to talk about the UK press conference when KSI brought out Kong. I didn't think that was that bad. No, I didn't think that was bad. I thought you know what, I think that's pretty fucking funny. I think that's pretty funny. I think some people overreacted to that. Did they? I didn't even know people were like, people were like, that's a bit too far. Really? I was like, really? Like you're gonna they're gonna punch each other in the head. He did. If you want to talk about if that's too far, then I think the whole thing with the wig and how he was mocking like a suicide forest, I think that's a lot worse than the dog. 100%. And people didn't really overreact about that. I don't think. I know. I don't. But not to my knowledge. The UK press conference, I really enjoyed. Like I watched their press conference. I didn't see anybody else's. I didn't see anything else really. I like the fact that True Geordie was in it. I think. You know who needs credit? Bazinga. Because do you know why? No, he's actually the man, bro. He went to LA. This is, I saw this as well. I saw this. He went to LA and he did Sky Sports or something did an interview for him. And he was so good talking professionally. Oh, was he? He was so talented at it. Really good at it. That then Sky Sports decided for him to, I think, was he commentating? He was commentating the Sky Sports app with Joe Weller and Eson Gibb. Yeah, exactly. And Sky Sports were just like, we want you to come. And I think for him, fair play to him. Yeah. He's now commenting for Sky Sports. That's pretty fucking dope. Yeah, but the thing for me though, like I said, I liked True Geordie. I love True Geordie. I love his YouTube videos. I like his podcast. You just wish it could have been him? It should have been him. Yeah. It would have made... It should have been... But he knows more... And Eson Gibb, Joe Weller and Bazinga, I don't care what they say, or whatever Joe Weller did and Eson Gibb training wise, they don't know as much boxing as much as True Geordie. Yeah, okay. And True Geordie did a very... You got to remember, he said, it's I can't remember if it was him or someone else said, it's the soundtrack to their life. When you're commentating on a boxing match, you're talking about what's going on in the ring. Yeah, you have to understand what that person's going through and why they're throwing this. Yeah. Joe Weller doesn't know that. Yeah, Joe Weller doesn't know that. And as much as Bazinga was because he was very good at talking. Yeah, exactly. He's very good at talking. He is very good at talking, but I feel but True Geordie fucked it because he went on. He was like, "What the fuck is up?" Do you remember
Why
in the UK?
didn't he commentate over the?
Because I think they had I don't know. Obviously, we have no idea. But I think it was that Sky Sports had because they said to him they were no swearing in the UK press conference, and he went on the mic and was like, "What the
really
fuck?"
Is that why?
Yeah, because he was I think because he was pretty drunk apparently going into the pod going into to do it.
He had glasses and he threw.
Yeah, he was very.
He was acting like the man.
I wanted him to do it, and that's why I enjoyed it because he knew what he was on about.
I think that do you know his controversy with the whole?
The DMs.
I think that if he'd acted and he didn't do that, it wouldn't have shown that he doesn't care. He went on and he gave the fact that he doesn't give a fuck about that, and he's showing that he's still the fucking man. And I think that he needed to do that.
Yeah.
For his own.
I think that was really because that thing was funny. I was yeah, he's not come out and been apologise because he's been I'm into some weird stuff, and it's all right, fair enough, that's good on you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But going back to the fight and going back to the Logan versus KSI, I think in the press conferences it was very equal. It wasn't. One person was. I think Logan was getting more agitated.
This year's it definitely was way more equal because Logan last year he was a fucking wet wipe.
Yeah,
he was actually a wet wipe.
Yeah,
and he didn't in the UK one. He just sat there. I think he left early on. Too.
I didn't
stood his ground.
Yeah, because he was "Oh, I'm gonna have to leave and put the mic down." I remember it, but in this one he was very childish, in my opinion.
He was very childish, but he also, it's a lot better than what it was last year.
Yeah, I would. I'd say so. Yeah,
he gave actually something this year.
Yeah, he knew what to do.
Whether if we liked it or not.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really like him. I don't really. No.
Honestly, I don't.
I can't.
You know, do you ever go through phases in terms of people? My stomach, bro. Do you ever go through phases in people where you like them and then you hate them, and it's a constant fucking battle?
Like YouTubers or
no, just
artists?
people just in general, where you like them and then you hate them.
There's.
Because I touch it a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, in certain people, and Logan Paul is one of those. I get to the point where I like him, and then I hate him again, and then I like him again. Yeah. And I think the reason why that is because on his actual podcast, he's actually not that bad of a person. I like him on his podcast, but anything outside a podcast where he's not showing a different side of him, he just it's just I hate his tweets. Yeah. I hate his Instagram. I hate his YouTube content. Besides him being on podcast, the one with Drew Jody one, that was a good podcast.
Yeah,
to come on.
It was a good podcast.
And the same with Jake, and I can say the same for Jake too. I like him on podcasts. I just don't like them anywhere else. Else, they just fucking...
I dislike both of them. I don't like Jake Paul.
I think Jake Paul is a prick.
Because I think all their video content isn't aimed towards me, which is fair enough. I don't have to watch their videos, so I pick who I subscribe to. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't have to watch their videos, so I'm fine with that. So I don't watch their videos. I don't get it drawn in by them. Except from the fight. This is the only footage I've seen of Logan Paul.
Really?
And, I've heard about them and I've seen
I've seen their controversies on Drama Alert.
Not on Drama Alert, but I've seen people taking the piss out of them. Okay. 100%.
Yeah.
But I've never sat down and watched a Jake Paul video.
Okay. I might have.
A Logan Paul one as well?
I might have. I think I probably would have. Yeah. I think if I wanted to know more about as to why somebody hates him, I think that I might have. Yeah. I think I probably would have, and I think the ones that I watched are the ones that people said that they disliked the most.
Yeah.
And I think the first Logan Paul video I watched was when he had he was colorblind or something like that, and H3 and iDubbbz, they were making fun of the video, and they basically in Logan's video he says he's colorblind. I don't know if he actually is. He puts on these colorblind, he can see all these colors, and it's just this dramatic reaction. And people are just this is so stupid.
That sounds ridiculous.
That's the first time I ever heard of Logan Paul.
Right. Really?
And then there was the whole music thing with the diss tracks and Everyday Bro.
I'm gonna be honest, I did hate some of the UK ones were quite decent. Some of them were genuinely quite good music. Sometimes it was I was a bit surprised by how good they were. Yeah. You know, Calyx. Very good diss track. That was a very good diss track. It was, yeah. KSI, he's gotten better, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing we got to mention as well.
You know what, yeah. I actually have KSI and Randolph's album.
Yeah, it's a good album.
I listened to it, I listened to it a lot of times.
I liked a lot, and I liked Little Boy. That was a funny diss track. I liked that. It was good. Yeah. The one against, who's that? Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh, Sky Does Minecraft.
Yeah,
he goes by Net Nobody.
Net Nobody. That was a good
Still
one.
Around.
I know. Yeah. He does well. He does good for himself.
I have a friend who's friends with him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah. That's one thing I got to say, though, is that KSI like, obviously we're talking about the fight and we're talking about KSI and Logan Paul, but KSI went on tour.
He did.
While training.
Yeah.
While essentially within, like, when Logan Paul was still training, he went on tour.
And he was saying in, like, an interview or in the press conference that he can multitask. And I mean, he fucking proved it.
Yeah,
like,
clearly.
fair play, he proved it.
Because the thing is that obviously his YouTube has been on the down. Not on the down, but I mean, like, he hasn't been YouTubing as much, obviously, due to training and whatever. But the whole thing with me fighting, when I saw him on tour, I was like, oh, mate, you got to fight soon. Like, you should, like, realistically,
it was in March.
You shouldn't be out partying, touring, and, you know, doing whatever. You should be in it, like, if you're a professional boxer, because I think they were professional at the time, or was it just before he went professional?
I don't know.
But he was still training for the rematch, because they had a rematch coming, either way. But that was one thing that I was really impressed by, is that he got the chance, like he says, I am multitask. And he clearly showed it.
KSI, like, I'm very happy that KSI is, like, at the front of UK YouTube.
Yeah, 100%.
And, bro, I genuinely think, and this I'm gonna sound biased, and I think that you're gonna completely agree with me here. UK YouTube is so much better than NA YouTube. Yeah. I'm sorry, but like, if you're from NA and like you you watch a lot of American content, I think it could be a biased comment, but I think in terms of quality and just the personalities. There's UK is so fucking better,
but like it's not legit because YouTube is like an American company, and a lot of stuff and all the awards and everything. The streamies are heavily, they're in America, so they're gonna have to have American audience, because they're American people are gonna come and watch and sit down and enjoy it and take it a little bit more serious because they're Americans. Yeah. But they're UK, like Logan Paul was nominated for Podcast of the Year or something, or the Streamies or whatever, or an award of some sort. Okay. And True Geordie wasn't. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So for somebody that like pumps out podcast, very good quality podcasts.
They are good podcasts. Like the production team.
The production team, the sound quality. Yeah, that's really sick. Sometimes it fucking annoys me though. Really? I'm not gonna lie. You know when I can see what's his name? Lawrence talking to True Geordie. Yeah. You know you're having a vape now. Yeah. Do you know how fucking annoying would that be for me if I saw a cloud when speaking to you? Do you know how much that would annoy me?
Do you think that's bad on the video?
No. I mean, like, so there's the camera here, so it's filming, and then all I see, because it's next to True Geordie, all you see is a fucking cloud of smoke at the side. I'm like, why the fuck keep that in? Don't film from there, or don't be like in, like, because he goes to the side now and then. It's fine if you vape on camera, that's 100% fine. But I'm saying when it goes like in front of the camera, I'm like, mate, it's a bit mental.
Yeah, I'm not blowing into.
No, exactly. If it's over there, the camera's over there.
Do you think? Let me try and reach. Hold up.
You're not gonna reach it. Maddie smokes.
Yeah, that doesn't even...
Not even close. But it's fine. We're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all good.
But yeah, so True Geordie not nominated for the fucking... Yeah. With Streamies.
I don't know if it was a Streamies, but he was not nominated for an award. And this is why, like I was saying earlier on, this is why he should have been in the boxing thing. Because he was the first... He was the commentator in the first one. He was the one that instigated the call out between KSI versus Logan Paul.
He's been in every single one.
He did a podcast to watch it. He did a podcast to stream it.
He wasn't actually at the fight?
No, I don't think so. He didn't go to the fight. Exactly. So I think it was to do a podcast, which would be better. I would rather, if, like, I'm not saying I would get a chance to, but if I had the chance to, like, sit down with my friends and watch it, I'd probably rather do that. If I'm going to have to pay all that money to go fly out into America, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But, for, like, going back to the fight, I'm, like you said earlier on, you were glad KSI won.
Oh, mate,
why were you glad that KSI? Why were you glad that he won?
I am a KSI fanboy. Like, I have been since I was in like year 7 or year 8 of school. Right. Like, and that was time ago. That was when I was like 13 years old probably. Right. 13, 12 maybe. And I used to always watch his fucking FIFA YouTube FIFA videos. Like Road to fucking Division 1. Road to Beast, shit like that, bro. I watched all of it, and the Pink Slips, bro. The Pink Slips was dope, and I've always loved him. Always loved him. And then he's just like over the last like 3-4 years, he's blown the fuck up, blown the fuck up. And I'm happy because last generation of like in terms of like YouTube front face, it used to be like Joe Sugg, Casper Lee, Zoella, Alfie Days,
the really
Ollie White.
It was very. For us, it was very cringy content. Yeah, I appreciated it. Yeah, so because it's like I said earlier on, it's not for me to watch, so I don't have to watch it. So why complain about something that I don't have to watch? Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I get that YouTube are pushing, you know, those creators. They were pushing those. They were in the media. They were the tabloids and everything like that. But let's be honest, they weren't aimed at us.
Yeah.
They were
now they're like kind of like they're not as like now UK
Casper
pages.
Lee. I haven't seen Casper Lee a video uploaded.
Casper Lee is actually I like Casper Lee.
Yeah.
I like Joe Sugg too. Like I like them all. The only ones I don't really like is like Alfie Days and Ollie White.
Oh.
Ollie White is a fucking wet wipe.
Yeah.
Like
he isn't. Have you seen his girlfriend?
No.
She is not with him for his looks. I can promise you that.
Is she paying?
She's good looking, but I mean that she like. There's no way that they clicked or anything.
Really?
No. That might sound quite horrible.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, no way. No way.
You're calling that Ollie White right now?
If he sees this video, that would be funny. But I don't
Imagine,
really care.
bro.
Yeah.
Imagine. There's like a 1 in a billion chance.
Yeah, exactly. But like I was saying, like it's nice to see KSI like you said at the front of UK YouTube because he is. And right now
he's on BBC, ITV, bro.
But everywhere right now. Like I opened up a new, you know, in work today, I opened up a new tab when I was on lunch.
And you saw
bang, straight away.
It's awesome to see. It's
but that
awesome
like I was saying before before we started the podcast, YouTube is right there now. It's massive. It's huge right now. There's so much attention on YouTube. Joe Weller, like we said earlier on, Nissan Gibb, and who was the other one? Bazinga. Yeah. So yeah,
Ethan.
They were the 3 people commentating on the Sky Sports.
That's mad. That's honestly insane for them. Like that's fucking crazy. Like that's fucking. I'm really like I'm happy.
Without YouTube, they wouldn't have had a chance of them.
Of course.
Well, without YouTube, they wouldn't have been that fight last night.
Yeah, none of this would be.
No.
I'm
that's
happy.
why, like I was saying, YouTube is at such a high, and it's at a really high level, and it's impossible. Like, there's 1 in a million that you're gonna be making money off YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
They back then, they didn't even do it with the intention of like having money. So
that was
they
like,
fucking banged it. It's so crazy.
That's why I think there's a different kind of generation of like YouTube and creators now, is because they're looking for money. They're looking at it as an alternative to a job. But whereas
a lot of my friend, like one of my I'm not calling him out by any means by that. Yeah. But one of my friends, I think he started with the intention to make money, and to be fair, he actually makes money off it. Yeah. He streams I don't know if he streams every day.
He streams a lot.
He streams a lot, and he's actually like, he grinds it out with his brother.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but I'm just saying that it's very hard.
Yeah.
And that's why those people, KSI and Logan Paul, as much as we don't like Logan Paul, they have worked hard to get where they are.
Yeah.
And that's why, in my opinion, that's why KSI won the fight, because he had more heart and more determination.
Oh yeah.
Because he pushed forward.
Yeah, he went into the whole
thing. Yeah, exactly. But like I was saying when we were saying at the beginning, there's so many people now that are trying to be like Conor McGregor. They said they were going to be knocking each other out. If you go back, they didn't. I didn't, except from when Logan Paul, and we have to speak about it, when Logan Paul knocked him down.
Yeah.
And then he punched him in the back of the head.
That's illegal.
Oh, highly.
That's illegal. Highly illegal.
And it was. Some people have come out and said it was a bit like apprehensive and a bit like quick from the referee to deduct 2 points. You've got to remember now, 2 points from that round. So if he was on a 10, that would have brought him down to an 8. And if KSI was on a 9, he won that round.
Yeah.
Just because he got those 2 points taken off him.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting to think about.
Yeah.
Because it was a decision. It was a decision. It was a majority decision.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? I think.
I don't know.
I can't remember. But obviously, like we said, but that I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe they did that on a professional level.
Yeah. To be honest though, I don't blame them in the sense of
in the heat of the moment.
Bro, like if you imagine it from Logan's perspective, where KSI's just been fucking trash talking his mother, his ex-girlfriend, his brother, dog, the everything. Suicide Forest, Logan's gonna be fucking, there's gonna be actual hatred there.
Yeah, but you've got to remember now though, if that was a professional fighter that did that, that person would have been exiled. They'd have been like, mate, and because it was not exiled, that's a little bit extreme, but I mean, they would have been like really harsh. Yeah, exactly. But because it was Logan Paul and it was a big anticipation thing and all that, it was kind of brushed over in my opinion. Not many people are talking about it. Not many people are really talking about the knockdown. Like they're bringing it up as a consideration that he won the fight.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he won the fight because when he got, but KSI was rocked. KSI was rocked when he got.
He was definitely.
But you've got to remember that the damage that a punch to the back of the head can be quite substantial. So you literally are like, what the hell is going on? Give me a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And when, like, after watching it, that was why I was really impressed by KSI, is because he kept pushing forward after that.
Apparently, the ref said to KSI that you can have up to 5 minutes. But then
5 minutes?
5 minutes, and then KSI was just like, nah, because in that 5 minutes, he's going to be resting.
Yeah.
He's going to be resting, and that's why he only took like a minute.
So he's expecting to do star jumps or something to keep going.
I don't know.
But that's mental. 5 minutes.
He only took a minute when he had 5 minutes.
Man, imagine can you imagine the uproar that would be in 5 minutes if he took 5 minutes break?
Yeah, then people would...
Yeah, they would have questioned it for him winning it. But I was, like you said earlier on, I was really happy KSI won. I said KSI was going to win. I said he was going to outbox him. I don't particularly think he outboxed him. I just think he pushed more and he was much more aggressive.
Yeah.
Logan Paul did surprise me with his stamina because he did. Yeah, last time he gassed
They're both fucking animals.
Yeah, like, they're both.
Honestly, the fucking shit that they went through.
Yeah, exactly. Because we've got to remember that as much as we can sit here and talk about it, we didn't go through months of training.
Intense training.
Exactly. Like it's a like we have to give credit where it's due.
Bro, these guys
and that
are
is credit.
Beasts,
yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Honestly,
and
beasts.
to consider that they are two people that were in their bedroom filming videos.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, they're fucking like I that's what I love like about like the majority of like YouTubers now.
Yeah, because I we said before, like YouTubers what I watch. I don't watch TV. I watch Netflix. I watch films and like TV series, the same, but I don't watch
like TV shows. Like
I don't.
Not TV show, but like
stuff on TV.
Stuff on TV.
Like I don't watch anything. I watch only YouTube. So I watch a lot of creators like Cody Ko. I listen to a lot of podcasts and stand-up comedy. I love watching stand-up comedy.
Really?
Yeah, man. Probably my favorite videos to watch. Joey Diaz, 100%. Funniest fucking guy I've ever seen. He's like 300 plus pounds. 300 plus pounds, and he's massive. He's this big Cuban guy from New York, and he says, "Hey, what's up, cocksuckers?" It's funny as he is hilarious. But I watch like a lot of him, But
one thing I have to say though is I'm fucking glad that at the end of it they did fucking like
I was about to say that.
The respect.
It was there. Because if it wasn't, I would have been whoever hadn't like, because obviously it was going to be someone. They weren't mutually going to go like, oh, thanks, man, at the end of it. There was going to have to be someone to initiate it.
Yeah.
And it was that interview, like the person that did the interview was like, oh, so is there respect? And then KSI was like, do you know what? Yeah, all right. And I was like you said, I was glad that happened because otherwise if it hadn't have happened, it would have still been sour. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I've seen some of the videos today, like Logan Paul.
I just hope it's all fucking done now. Like, it's all done. No more fucking, like, I'm done with, like, KSI versus whoever it is next. I even just KSI versus Logan Paul. They don't no more KSI versus Logan Paul. I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, I'm tired of that fight. I'm bored of that.
I'm tired of them beefing.
Oh yeah, that's what it should be now. It should be done because that's what two gentlemen have done. They've settled it in the ring. They've settled it, yeah. But KSI will go on to box. Apparently, he wants to carry on, and he's come out. He said in the. I don't
think he should.
Really?
I genuinely don't think he should.
Why?
Because I feel like both of them should just start boxing. And that's not because I don't think that they're not going to make it. I need to clarify that. It's because I feel like they've done it now. Like they've done it. There's nobody else. Like who else do you want to see KSI fight?
No, but the thing is, but that's the thing now. That's what I was about to say. KSI has come out now and said in the post-fight press conference is that he was like, oh, I'm a businessman, I'm only going to take fights that make sense, and da-da-da-da-da. He's only had one professional fight.
Yeah.
Unless that you are going to... Because he's going to have to fight somebody that's got a name, but he's going to have to fight somebody now that isn't going to be a YouTuber, probably. I think
that's
it may...
Thing, yeah.
Well, not apparently, but I can... Because Jake Paul's got his license signed, and he said he wanted to fight Jake Paul afterwards. I don't want to see it, because I'm done with that now. I don't want to see Jake Paul. I can't. I gotta be honest.
I don't give a fuck.
I've got to bring it up. Shannon Briggs is the most annoying person I've ever heard.
Honestly, he's a dick
in my life. I respect him as a boxer because he was a very good boxer. Like a lot of people forget that now because a lot of people see him as in let's go champ. He's a very good boxer. There's nothing. I'm not taking that away from him, but he's fucking annoying. I don't want to hear him ever again. Hear that say let's go champ one more time in my life.
It's done.
No, it is done. I can't be asked. But him and Vidal got very heated. Very, very heated.
They made up though.
They did make up, yeah, because they had to. Because Vidal had to save some sort of face, because he essentially, like, he, you know, as stupid as this sounds, he was disrespecting an OG of boxing. Like, Vidal's had 3 fights. He's won 3 fights. That's one thing I got to say as well. Because KSI was with Vidal and how good Vidal is, and he's trained a lot of people to become boxers. Like in the first YouTube boxing event, he had KSI, JMX, and Anisom Gibb, and they all won their 3 fights.
Yeah.
Oh, well, KSI had a draw or whatever. But KSI should, like I said earlier on, KSI should be better than what he was.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He shouldn't have been doing the wild stuff. Because he's... Remember, did you see the video of them, like, breaking down their first fight when Shannon Briggs and Logan Paul watched it, and they watched it on a projector, and then KSI and Vidal watched it on a projector? Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
So KSI was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
He did the same.
Yes.
He was doing a lot of the same stuff.
Shannon was with Logan, right?
Yeah.
And they were watching. Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah.
But for me,
3 years ago.
like I said, KSI, I know I sound like I'm hounding on about the idea. He should have been better than what he was. He really should have. I was expecting much more. I was expecting much better, high quality boxing from him this time, especially.
I was too. I think that's what needs you expecting better.
Yeah, and did you see? So after the fight, obviously Jake Paul was in there. And we have to mention Jake Paul because he is a moron. Did you see what the fuck he was wearing in the event?
No, what was he wearing?
You know the belt that he won against
Deji?
Yes.
Yeah.
That belt. He was wearing that belt.
What's that relevant to? Like, why did he wear that?
I have no idea.
What the fuck's that gonna... Like...
That's mental. Picture this now. You're wearing an amateur boxing belt around in an event. I can't remember if it was the event or the press conference or something like that. Either way, you look fucking retarded. Yeah. You look so stupid.
You do look stupid.
I shouldn't have said retarded.
No, retarded's fine.
Is it?
No filter, bro.
Oh, yeah, true. It's okay. Whatever. But, no, I'm saying, like, I think he is an idiot. I don't want to see him box ever. I think he is I genuinely think if I had enough time, I'd be able to beat him. 100%.
Who?
Jake Paul.
Really?
Yes. I'm saying that honestly, and I've thought that for a long time. Like, I'm not saying...
I think you've said this to me.
I've said this to you ages ago.
I've always been like, shut up.
No way, man. Honestly, they aren't that good because they're the leaders in
You've
YouTube
done
boxing.
Some boxing, but you
I did when I was younger.
More than I know.
I've done jiu-jitsu and everything, but like I've touched those things. I haven't done them at an elite level or whatever like that. Course, yeah. But they aren't good. They aren't brilliant. Really, they're like I was about to say. Then they're the only at the front of YouTube boxing. Because they're the people that have been doing it. If you think about it now, if you had like a division of boxers, and then you got to see some people getting into the ring and boxing, you'd be able to see, you'd be like, oh, right, that person's much better. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I agree. I agree with that. But like I was saying, KSI, he should have been better. I expected better from him. And I didn't think that he won it. I think he won it. I don't think he won it by a majority.
No, I mean...
It was close.
It was.
It was close last time. Because someone from Logan Paul's side of the team said it was a draw at most.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah.
Could have easily been a draw.
They couldn't... No. I did not want to fucking...
No, I know. No. But they could have easily done it. But if they had done that, it would have been fucking awful.
I would have...
It would have been really... It would have had a very negative backlash.
Yeah.
Because
you don't see it for a third fucking time.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, there's a lot of trilogies in fights, but when they're at a professional level, it's interesting to watch it again because you see them come away and you see them adjust and you see them get in there and you see them do what they have to do to win.
Aren't trilogies though in professional boxing? Aren't they typically
1-1 final?
Yeah, 3. But if it's a trilogy, aren't they typically like a few years apart?
Not.
Compared, because these guys are just 2, like 1 year apart, and that's fucking so soon. You didn't even see them fight anybody else. Yeah. There was no
but you said you didn't want to see them fight anybody else. You said
no,
you're done with it.
I wouldn't want to. But
KSI, like I said, KSI wants to go on and carry on. I think that he will. I mean this in the nicest way. I think that he would get exposed quite quickly if he was against a professional boxer that's been training 10 years plus.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna have to fight somebody. He can't fight somebody like on a big paycheck and has had way more fights than him.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
He needs to fight like a journeyman.
Exactly. But it's going to be hard for him to find journeymen because the money has to be right for him, he said.
Yeah, he's got to be the right person.
So I don't see them being active in boxers.
Yeah, I don't.
Because a lot of boxers take a lot of fights in 1 year sometimes. You know, a lot of people ramp up their record to get more experience, which is what you're supposed to do. But because they're celebrities that have got into boxing.
Yeah.
There's not many people that do that.
Yeah.
Really, if you think about it, there's not many celebrities that have gone, I'm going to come away from doing TV and I'm going to do boxing.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it. But then he's done it and he's going to have to be getting paid quite a lot. Because I bet you, I wonder how much they got paid.
I think...
it must have been a lot.
I think KSI took away 10 million and...
10 million?
I think, bro, I could be wrong. I heard this from somewhere. I don't know where.
Whoa.
The KSI took away 10 million and Logan Paul took away 5 million.
I don't know if they'd be on 10 and 5, because that's a lot more than a lot of... But they are celebrities.
There's a lot of sponsorships.
There was a lot of sponsorship. Yeah, but they were all sponsorship from Maverick and, you know, some stuff. There was Foot Asylum as well.
Foot Asylum, Scuff Gaming.
William Hill. The betting thing. They were all obviously there.
Yeah.
But did you watch any of the other card?
No, I didn't know.
So, like, that was one point I was going to bring up, is, like, because you're from the side of YouTube, of, like, getting into this. Without YouTube, you wouldn't have been interested in this, would you?
I wouldn't have.
You know what I mean?
Crap.
For me, I'm not lucky, but, like, I came from...
I did watch
YouTube.
Conor McGregor versus...
Did you?
Yeah.
Conor McGregor versus who?
Floyd Mayweather.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was a good fight, I guess. It was okay.
I only watched that because it was so hyped up.
Yeah, I watched that. I've watched a few, but I like boxing, I like MMA. But like I was saying, like, I came from the YouTube and boxing side of things. So seeing, like, an event like that, like that big, it did bring a lot of numbers to the attention of boxing. But like you said, you only watched that fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, I didn't get to watch the whole card. I was busy. I can't remember what I was doing. I was rehearsing or something. But I didn't get to watch the whole card. I would have liked to.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen the whole card. But I doubt many people watched that. Did you know what was on the undercard?
No.
Right, okay. This is how mental it is. There was a world champion on the line.
Really?
Yeah. That doesn't happen in boxing. There isn't a world champion and then...
Did the world champion win?
I can't remember. I didn't get to see the results. But there was that. You didn't even know that. There was a world champion.
Didn't know that.
That it was a professional at like an elite level of boxing, and they were on the undercard.
I didn't know that.
That's mental.
That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool.
But like that's why YouTube's at the forefront now, because of those people, of KSI and Logan Paul, because they're the two leading in their respectful countries.
The US and
Well, I wouldn't even say Logan Paul much anymore. The YouTube, like the US one, doesn't really have a big leader. I don't think.
David Dobrik?
Yeah, probably. He won an award last night.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
What was the award?
I think it was the Streamies.
No, it wasn't the Streamies, because I know Robert Downey Jr. was at the event, the Iron Man.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was a People's Choice Award. I think, but he won a big award last night. And like, okay, fair enough, David Dobrik. But like, the one thing I like his 4 minutes 20 second like thing, but like, you need to make it a little bit longer, so because you'd be more published then, wouldn't he? Yeah, but he would be more published. He gets a lot of views though.
Bro, I think the 4 minute 20, he's nailed the golden standard in terms of how humans can retain so much information, and he's made the perfect point to where you want more, and that's why you keep going back.
You know, when you go on YouTube, then do you watch a lot more of those type of videos than you do a podcast?
Yeah, because my brain can't handle. I can barely watch a full podcast. Before I came here, I was watching a podcast with it was an Adam 22 one, no jumper. It was obviously Adam. It was Keemstar and it was Face Banks, and the only reason I clicked on that is because they have my favorite people on.
Yeah, on the YouTube.
And I actually watched that. I don't give a fuck about a podcast unless I truly like the person going on the podcast. So every time I see Banks on the podcast, I'm fucking clicking that.
Really?
I'm wearing a face. So like I love Banks. Like I think that he's like one of my favorite like US like creators and entertainers.
They're all quite good in my opinion. I'd say so. But like,
what, like Old Face?
Not all of them, but like the people that I don't know all of FaZe. I don't even know how many members there are. I know him.
There's loads.
And I know FaZe Sensei. Other than that, I couldn't tell you anything.
Sensei's
he's good. He's very like that. Another thing I was going to mention earlier on as well. He released the footage of him versus KSI on the day of the fight.
And he
got knocked out. But FaZe Sensei said before even that video came out, he said before anything that he was injured. So for me, I was kind of like, okay, you knocked somebody down. That's not like, because KSI brought that up. Like, people brought that up as like, cause I think didn't he comment or a tweet like, oh, I knocked down Face Sensei.
It was a tweet.
Which is a really weird thing to do. So considering that him and like Face Sensei were... Yeah, but that's a weird flex because...
It was a flex on your friend.
Yeah, which is... What the fuck?
The person that's been training with you since the beginning.
Yeah, and who's helped you. And he was a vet... And he credited him in versus... Was it versus Joe Weller? I think it was him versus Joe Weller. He credited him.
I think he helped with Joe Weller too.
Yeah, I think so. And he helped with Logan Paul again.
Stamina.
Which is weird for me to say, oh, I knocked him down. That's weird. Like in jiu-jitsu, you don't say about people that I tapped that person.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to. Like it's training. You're gonna stuff happens. So that was like the thing is for me is when KSI did that, I was like, why would you randomly post that or what? It wasn't probably random, but he posted the idea that he did do that, which is don't need to do that. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Don't need to.
But like when I was saying that, like the reason I wanted to speak about this more than anything, in my opinion,
KSI Logan.
Yeah. Isn't the idea of boxing, isn't the idea of who's my favourite YouTuber, who do you think needed this more in their career? Would you say?
Logan.
Yeah, 100%.
Logan.
I think that everything he's done since the big controversy, because we can't not talk about it. Like, I don't really care about talking about it.
Yeah.
That was
the Suicide Forest thing, mate, like fucking stupid. So
it was
dumb.
one of the worst.
Dumb.
It was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, like that's stupid.
I can't mate, think about it now because obviously it's still on YouTube because people re-uploaded it and whatever. He went through the idea of filming it.
Yeah, he was stupid,
getting it edited and then putting it up.
He was stupid. Like, yeah, he needed it way more.
100%.
The point is that he needed it way more than KSI did. But
then
I don't think it's over.
Who do you think's benefited more?
Oh, KSI's benefited more.
Yeah.
Because he won.
But do you think publicly now, because Logan's come out now and kind of played like the good person that lost and and everything like that, and he had the support of Justin Bieber. Did you see what he put up?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that
Justin Bieber was. They would gather around the ring like they were fucking like a part of a cult. Like, no joke. Did you see that picture?
No, I didn't.
They were in
the picture.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Really?
It's a picture of a bunch of people from Logan Paul's team with Justin Bieber, and they're in like the men's changing rooms, and I think Logan Paul has like shit off, and they're all gathered around, like have their like fucking like this, and they all look like they're looking down, looking like they're praying.
Jesus. Probably were praying.
And I was just like, mate, you're all melts. Like, you're all melts. Like, honestly.
Literally, yeah.
Justin Bieber, like, I tweeted Justin Bieber. Obviously, not to fucking see it. Obviously,
what
Justin
did you tweet him?
I tweeted him something like, mate, really love your music, but I bet you feel like a total bell end right now.
Yeah. Because he did lose, didn't he? Like, that was the embarrassing thing.
I was just like, mate, you're a tool. Yeah. Like, honestly, you're a tool.
I like his music.
I love you, but you're a tool.
Yeah.
You know what? When you like somebody but also hate them?
Yeah.
I don't hate him. No, I love Justin Bieber.
He's a bit stupid.
I just think he's stupid.
Some things he posts and some things, like, I'm like a bit like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
But like I said, I really think that Logan needed this. Like, but this has helped Logan come back.
Oh yeah, it's helped him come back.
I just, and this is why I don't like. This is why I don't like him, is because I really think that a lot of it is fake.
I think that in terms of what's going to happen now for them, KSI,
where do they go? Where
KSI is whatever he decides to do, he'll just nail, because he has this on his back now. Logan, I think it's more important to talk about what happens to Logan afterwards, because he's the one who lost. I think what's going to happen to him now, I think his views will probably drop. But I don't think it'll be the end of him. I think that he's going to keep doing his fucking podcast.
Yeah.
He could do fucking videos.
Does he do a lot of views?
Yeah, man. I think he gets. I don't know actually. I've got to be in.
Because I know KSI does a lot. He does 800k plus on every video. Really.
On his main channel, it's more than that. His side channel, even on his side channel, it's way more than that. It's over a million. That's
the thing for me. Like, I don't like Logan Paul one bit. Like him as a person, him as a YouTuber.
Really?
Yeah. No.
You don't like him?
I
like him.
Because
I like him.
Do you?
I like Logan Paul.
Really?
I honestly, to God, I like Logan Paul. I think that he often puts on this side of him that is just not who he is. And I think that after this fight, it's definitely gonna change who he is.
Yeah.
And his audience is also gonna change as well. His audience is gonna change, and the way he's gonna be viewed is changed. I think he's gonna be a lot more mature now. I hope that. Anyway, I think that he's taken a lot of L's now, and I think that he's finally realizing that people don't like him.
I don't like him because of a lot of stuff. Like I was saying, like I don't like his content. I don't like his persona. I don't like how he acts. I don't like what he tweets. I don't like anything about him. Like he's someone I dislike. That's why like I said, I don't watch his stuff because I don't like him. So why would I?
I don't watch him, but I hope what happens is that he just like I hope that everybody in some way grows from it, and I hope that honestly to God I hope that Logan like bounces back, makes good videos again. But he's mature about it. He's changed everything now.
Do you think he'll focus more on podcasts now?
I think I'd like to hope so.
That's a very easy make.
He just won an award. I think that's probably. What didn't you say that he's nominated?
Nominated for an award. Yeah.
So I mean, like if he's nominated already, like you should continue what that is, and he's clearly good at it. Like he's clearly good at podcasts. Was he phone? I don't know.
It was either one of our phones.
Also, yeah. Off topic.
That's my phone.
That's your phone.
I have no idea what the time is, but it's all good. We're good.
We were recording for like 52 minutes.
52 minutes?
Yeah.
Cool. That's good. Is that... Oh.
No, that's fine.
We're good?
We're good.
Okay.
I think pretty much we'll wrap it up now anyway.
Are we?
Yeah, I think we've been recording for 54 minutes, almost an hour. Do you want to wrap it up, or do you want to...
I'm still good to go, man. I'll carry on going.
You know what? We're going to keep recording, and this isn't going to be edited out.
No. What
I'm going to do... You can keep talking. I'm going to get the charger for the laptop.
Okay.
And you just talk about whatever you want.
Can you bring my Coke in, please?
Where is it?
It's on the...
This is what I like. Anything can happen.
Yeah. It's a bottle of Coke.
It's a bottle. Where is it again?
It's on, like, at the bottom of my bed, basically.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll explain now that there's a phone there, and there's a phone there with both the flashes on to try and give it some more light in the room. Because this is, like I said, this is my middle room, which is where we keep our clothes there. And then we have the tumble dryer by here. There's a wash basket there. It's not a mess, but it's not brilliant. Thank you very much, my good sir. Bro. Cheers. I'll put the little dog. It's not a real dog. It's just a little dog by here. Yeah, one of our phones went. I don't know whether or not you want to check if it's yours.
Wait, did you say that this plug here is...
Yeah, don't plug it in there.
Well...
Plug it in on the battery thing, like the little... Like the circular thing.
Oh, this thing?
Yes, you plug it in there. I was just saying now, like, what we are filming with is, like, 2 phones and a light, which is mental. We're
recording in, like, a spare room, and the lighting that we have is, like... It's the light.
It's not bad.
It's the light here, and then we have our 2 phones. One is like up there.
I just said no, there's literally like 2 torches on.
Yeah, it's goofy.
But it's good. I'm enjoying it. No, but like I was saying, like, are you done?
Yeah, we're good.
Good. See, that'd be good that it stays in my opinion.
Yeah, of course. We don't care. We keep things running.
Conversation.
So we keep things running.
Exactly. But I was saying, with like the whole fight now, it's done. Obviously, KSI won. I enjoyed it for what it was, but it is done now, in my opinion. I can't be bothered to watch it. I hope so. Yeah, it should be done. It very much should be done now.
It should be.
But I can see, like KSI, like I said, like KSI he wants to take the right fight, which I'm like, you're not at a level to be saying the right fight because you need to take fights. You've had one fight.
I want him to to be honest, what I want from KSI, because I just love him as like a content creator. I just want to keep fucking banging YouTube videos.
Yeah. He's very good at them. Yeah, so it'll be stupid if he doesn't pursue it. He's going to carry on doing music. He released a track on the day, didn't he?
With Rick Ross, Lil Baby, and
Mental.
SXA.
Mental. That's very impressive.
Or SX, not SXA.
He's
SX.
sick. Have you listened to SX?
No, I haven't. No, it's really the first time I've listened
to
it. Yeah.
Oh, he's really good. I'll show you his music afterwards.
Okay.
No, but that was mental that track released that day, in my opinion. Because that was a nice little...
It wasn't the day it wasn't the day the fight was.
It was the day before, wasn't it?
I think it was the day before, or it was the day before that.
Yeah, but that's a little mind fuck to Logan, in my opinion. That would be like, you'd be like, wait, he's fucking recording music and in a music video and he's asking before fight. He's like, nah, you're not training.
Rick Ross performed and Lil Baby was there. Look, they were both there.
I just watched the fight. I couldn't be bothered to watch the whole intro.
I didn't watch it either. I didn't watch the performance, but I know from like Twitter and shit like that Rick Ross and Lil Baby were there. I think they were there. Yeah, I saw Lil Baby.
That's impressive.
Wiz Khalifa was there too.
But that was the weird thing for me, like, because Justin Bieber was like, if like the camera was there like when they were filming the ring, and he's in the audience like behind, like that was mental to me. To like, because you don't see like because you see the front row, which is always impressive, like of boxing, like high level, big names and stuff like that, especially in UFC.
Yeah.
Like The Rock was there a couple of weeks ago. That was a good fight. I want to get you into UFC so we can talk more about fighting, because I love talking about fighting. I love talking about UFC. It's like, that was sick. That was a sick event.
This is why it's a good dynamic, because there's things that you want to talk about with me and that you can bring me into, and then there's things that I want to talk about and then I can teach you into, and then it'll bang out. It'll be banging.
But like, I think we should end it off quite soon, but
yeah,
I'm done with the idea of them two fighting again.
Oh yeah.
Can't be bothered for that. I think KSI will continue to do multitasking. I think Logan Paul should have a reality check now.
Yeah.
It looks like Shannon Briggs is, by the way, disappeared. No, but I think Shannon Briggs has completely disappeared from Logan Paul's life, because, like, obviously some celebrities, they post like 3 times a day or like twice a day. And over the past few days, there's just been him, like, on his own.
Really?
Like, and it's really funny. Like, I was looking through and I was like,
where is he?
I was like, he was just with him for
Shannon Briggs is gone now.
No, yeah.
Shannon Briggs is
good,
gone.
which is very good.
Which, yes. No more Let's Go champ.
No.
Fuck that shit. Like, it drove me crazy. So thank fuck that's gone.
No, but, like we've got to round it off somehow. But I think I enjoyed it for what the spectacle was, and I got to sit back and enjoy it, and it was fun to watch boxers. But I'll tell you what though,
I just liked seeing people beat the shit out of each other.
Exactly.
And to be honest,
that's why it's the most basic form of entertainment. People have been watching that for fucking years and years, and thousands and thousands. Yeah,
beat the fuck out
exactly.
of them.
But with that thing now, like the whole side of boxing have looked at that and laughed. Really, in my opinion. They wasn't like, they showed heart and they showed will and whatever. But a lot of the people from boxing side have kind of looked at it and like kind of been like, that was awful. Like they were like, that was a dreadful fight.
Yeah.
Because they
wasn't all know that they could just knock
and it
them
wasn't
out.
the best quality fight. Like it wasn't better boxing. If anything, it just looked like a continuation from, in my opinion, like this might sound quite harsh, it just looked like a continuation from that first fight. It didn't look like there was a clear, like, people had leveled up, like, because you should, like, after the time frame that they had, they should have been much better. Like, I was constantly saying throughout this, KSI should have been better, Logan Paul should have been better. They should have, like, because they were coming out saying they were going to knock each other out.
I'm just happy that it's, like,
I'm happy it's happened.
They done it, like, I'm fair play to them, like, I'm really happy. Like, I could never do any of that shit, like you saying all this stuff, I still could never even enter the ring at the first place.
Yeah.
So, like, fair play, like I'm just fucking happy it's over. Like I'm so done. I've seen KSI Logan,
but then
it pisses me off at this point.
Because do you think that now YouTube will heavily be do you think boxing will still be heavily influenced in boxing?
No, not in YouTube. Please, I hope not. Honestly, actually, it's going to be because it's going to be.
It's
like
a genre of boxing, isn't it now?
Yeah, I you know what? If people like it that much, people like what they like. If I just don't.
You don't
want to always see, like, it's not. I don't want it to be the main focus all the fucking.
But
time,
it won't because like soon, like because I remember now, it wasn't like, because obviously with the Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, it's nowhere near that. But there was somebody from UFC coming over to boxing. It's not a YouTuber going over to boxing. It was 2 YouTubers going into boxing together and getting a chance to fight. Because if they fought a boxer, it would happen very quickly that their skill set is not up to what it should, like what they are going up against at all whatsoever.
I do want to say though, and what I meant in terms of like I just don't want to see it anymore, it's kind of like how you see the same, like a few years ago with the whole diss tracks thing.
Yeah.
Like there was the first year of it, which was like actually good, and that if you imagine that that's KSI Logan 1. Yeah. And then it happened again. It's just like fucking like it was diss track. If the diss tracks came out now, I'd be like, for fuck's sake, like why are we releasing diss tracks again? Like
because you don't need to.
It's just like YouTubers. Oh fucking hell, like like I thought that's so done now.
Exactly.
And that's why people don't do it anymore because it's done now.
Yeah.
And I feel like if there was another fight with like KSI and Logan, I'd be like, for fuck's sake, it's done now.
Yeah,
like it's been done.
Yeah.
No more.
Exactly. And I think that's how we should end it. Is that we enjoyed it for what it was. It is done now. And and like we've had a good conversation about it, which is good to speak about because I think it's like we said, it's relevant now. It's very relevant now.
We don't know. I think well, that's pretty much we've pretty much talked about like the KSI Logan thing. In terms of like what we're gonna be talking about, like we just want to leave. We're gonna have like multiple topics Hopefully, like short little topics. I think that'd be good. Oh, I think that that when we do like the next episodes and stuff like that, maybe there'll be a podcast where we just talk about one specific topic, because this is obviously a big topic.
Yeah, exactly.
But we don't know what we're going to be talking about in future stuff.
But we've since we tried it the first time, it did right. I'd like to clarify that as well. We made it sound like that we failed miserably. We didn't do badly. We just rambled, didn't we? So we had like with this one, we wanted to be more
direct, and we
on
wanted
topic,
to talk
and we did ramble off, but that's what a conversation is. It goes off into other directions. But with the next, we've had like thoughts since that one about getting on guests, and we haven't spoken to anybody.
We want to get a taxi driver.
Yeah, so we called. There's a few people we know that we could both talk to, and like I've even spoken to one of my friends already that would be like, yeah, it'd be sick. Like he's like,
they're down.
Yeah, 100%. Just to have a chat, like it'd be just good to talk. But like we have ideas about business owners.
Get interesting people on.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Have like a story.
Yeah, exactly, and it'd be good to talk. And we don't even like. I don't want to try and make it too like. Oh, so how
no, of course.
Like, I just want to have like a bit of a sit down, have a chat, because this is what it is. We're not in a studio, we're not anywhere, we're literally.
And even if they aren't, even like they don't have the most amazing like story, like they can just come on, talk to us like how we've been talking. Yeah, like, exactly. And that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna be like the main things.
That's my
that's his stepdad.
That's my stepdad calling my cat. But
I think we're done. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but this is the first episode of the Dropout podcast, and hope you enjoyed. Wow.